Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my foreign Pheidole Jordanica species. During the summer after my GCSEs, I went on holiday to Egypt and I saw some pretty cool creatures ranging from geckos, lizards and all sorts of ants. But one caught my eye in particular, and that was Pheidole Jordanica. So what I did was I flew back to the UK and arranged with a friend to have them send me a queen. Now when the queen arrived, she actually had some brood, so I was quite happy for her, but they still had a ways to go. So I put them into a dark drawer and waited for about 2 months. When I opened the drawer and saw them after 2 months, I was amazed at the progress the queen was able to make. I mean, without any extra food, she was able to make all of this. I mean, the biology of these guys is just incredible. Because of this incredible start, I already knew that the colony is going to succeed, and I know that they're going to grow into a mighty empire. So I fed them weekly, beginning with fruit flies and working all the way up to mealworms. Even though they are doing great, they're already facing a problem. As you can tell, the test tube is gonna run out, and they only have a few months left. So what I need to do is move them into a new setup. So either they have a new home test tube, or they have extra test tubes so they have access to water. I'm gonna use a Wakushi one as I featured it in some past videos and I really liked it. Unfortunately though, the lid is a little bit broken, so I just have to use that as the second lid. I'll be giving them a second test tube that's basically just filled to the brim with water, so they don't have to move out of their home test tube and they can instead just use this one as a water reservoir. Moving them in was super simple. All I had to do was take the cotton out of the test tube and plug it in. Now there was one worker that was on the cotton which was a bit annoying, so I had to put it in the outward, but apart from that, the rest of it was just super simple. Immediately after connecting the test tube, the queen was a bit dazzled, but after about 2 minutes she was completely fine. So once the queen settled down, she went and laid on her larvae pile, cooling down and just protecting her brood. But see, now they've been in there for about a day and I think they deserve some sugars. So I give them a cotton wool with some sugar water in it so that the workers don't get too hungry. Now I didn't get any clips of me feeding them, but for 2 months after that I just fed them a mealworm every 2 days. And as you can see, they've grown immensely. I mean, they've already got their first major and they're only about 4 months old. You can also see that they've now run out of water, so that extra test tube is really helping them. As you can see, in comparison to the rest of her workers, the queen is still massive, but that major is catching up. Hopefully in the future they might even get super majors or something. I haven't done that much research into this species, so I don't actually know if they do get super majors, but if they do, it would be really cool. I also have used this video as an excuse to test out some new macro lens attachments that I got. This isn't with them fully on, so just hold on a second, as when they get fully on you can really see the detail of these ants. I mean, even with just a standard macro lens you can see how much brood they have. I mean, it's literally just a pile of larvae and pupae, which is crazy. And then towards the bottom of the screen you can also see some larger larvae, which I think are going to be majors, which is pretty cool to see. As well as all the larvae, pupae and eggs, you can also see some lighter coloured workers, which are workers that have just eclosed. And in quick terms, eclosing just means they've went from one of those small white larvae and then into a pupae, and then finally went from the pupae into a worker. The reason they're a light yellow colour is because their exoskeletons haven't hardened yet. In about a week or so, they'll turn into a dark orange like you can see the workers around them are. So this is the first level of extra macro that I've got. You can see a bit more than what you can with the human eye. I mean, you can even see their eyes, but we're not quite there yet. And if you look really closely at the pupaes, you can see that they've actually got little black dots, which are eyes. I've never really noticed it before on these guys or any Pheidole because I've never been able to see it, but it looks pretty cool. Now it's quite hard to actually take in the scale of these guys, but just for reference, these workers are literally 2mm in length. Now just for comparison, my Camponotus fedschenkoi are around 10 to 15mm for the average worker. Okay, so now we're at the scale that you can start to see what's inside their gasters. Unfortunately at the moment I haven't fed them any coloured sugar because I never thought I'd be able to see it inside of them. So maybe next time I make a video on these guys or use any macro lenses extremely, I'll make sure to feed them some coloured sugar water so we can really see what goes on inside. Okay, so now we've reached the final level of macro that I can afford. The gap between the test tube and the camera is so small that I can't even fit a finger there. I mean, these guys are so close to the camera that they're literally touching it. But here's just a quick comparison from when we just started on normal macro all the way down to now at super macro. But now that we have this level of detail, I'd like to talk a bit about the major. At the bottom of the screen you'll see the major, and you can tell by its massive head it's got a pretty specialised role. These guys are specialised specifically for crushing seeds in Pheidole and also for defending the colony. They defend the colony and the queen against rival Pheidole colonies. As well as fighting off rival Pheidole colonies though, they also fight off any intruder that tries to break into the nest. This can be anything from small insects all the way up to lizards or even mammals. And that's one of the reasons why they have their massive heads, as that head is filled with muscle which is used for clamping down on enemies. But you may think that their job stops there, but no, as you can see they've got a fairly large gaster as well. This is so that the colony can use these guys as repletes. Because these guys come from a dry climate, they fill their gasters up with water or any other nutrients, such as protein. Then, in the dry months, or when there aren't any insects around, they can take it out of their gasters and feed the rest of the colony, kind of like a storage. And of course I'm sure you know the most famous replete of all, the honeypot ant. By now I'm sure you realise that these mages dedicate their entire lives to protecting and serving the colony. So help out the Ants Dorset colony by subscribing. I mean, it's the least you can do, as it's free and only takes a moment of your time. Thanks for subscribing, but just wait a second. Last week we hit 1,000 subscribers, which has been a milestone of mine for almost forever now. So I just want to say thank you to all of you who subscribed and helped me on my journey. But there's something in it for you too. I'm doing a giveaway on the 26th of October 2024. So to join, all you need to do is join the Discord, which will be in the description and also in my about on my channel, and then navigate to the giveaway channel, and then all you need to do is enter the giveaway. There'll be 3 prizes. One of them will be one of my nests that I'll be giving to one of you. Another one will be a £10 gift voucher of your choice, and the third and final prize is a mystery that I'll reveal to you on the giveaway day. I'm sorry everyone internationally, but this will only be for UK people as I can't afford to ship anywhere else. Maybe at 10,000 or 100,000 subscribers I'll be able to ship internationally, but for now it's going to be UK only. But as always, thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, enter that giveaway, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!